fam, what's up, what's up, what's up? This is Robert Anton here, robertantonnyc, coming to you with your no frills, the voice commentary from a singer. We are finally there. The voice finale tonight was off the chain. I thought it was pretty good. What did you think? Make sure to thumb this up. You know what we are here for. I gotta find somewhere to upload this stuff. I'm gonna try to get it up tonight. If I can't, then you guys will see it tomorrow. But make sure to thumb it up and let me know that you are here for support. Here we go. Each contestant tonight will sing one new song and one audience favorite that they've sung before, and then sing a duet with their coach, and we got a recap of their journeys on the show from the start. We started out with America's Pick, and Christina Grimmie kicked it off with Wrecking Ball by Miley, Cyrus, and she was way up on a platform in front of what looked like a spider web, and I think her audition of this song was a lot more intense, while this performance was more finessed and nuanced, more professional and less of a raw edge, but the big notes after the bridge were just as spectacular and impressive. Blake said it was great. Usher said the song took him back to the beginning. Shakira said her upper register is insane. Then Josh Kaufman sings with Usher Every Breath You Take by The Police. And Usher started out the song, and then Josh came in on the second half of the first verse. His voice was just a little less present than Usher on the mic, but that seemed to even out before they hit the chorus. Josh really held his own, and they created a really nice relaxing vibe with some interesting little melodic changes. I really enjoyed this. Keenan Wayans and some of the guys from Last Comic Standing were in the audience, and Carson put them on camera to talk about the show, and the top 10 were also in the audience tonight. Jake Worthington did Don't Close Your Eyes by Keith Whitley, and he started playing the guitar in the middle of the audience, and the sway bots were going crazy and all out of time. I was like, wow, that guy, oh, I would have been confused sitting there, you go this way, and it just was not cute. He was so into his performance though, emoting up a storm and eating the microphone. Such a sweet and sentimental performance, really tender and really touching, and I really enjoyed it. Usher said it's always a pleasure to hear him sing. Shakira told him he's gained credibility and his voice was tender and real on that song. Adam said he introduces us to subtlety with what he does. Then Shakira and Blake performed their new single Medicine, and this is such an unexpected pairing for a real duet, right? And I absolutely love this record. They complement each other so well, and the first time I heard it, I wanted to do a cover. I was like thinking of a girl that I could do a cover with. Shakira sounded so sexy, and Blake brought the gruff bottom to round out the sound, though he looked a little goofy on stage next to her, and she was just smoldering, so sexy, so sensual. Just everything she did was just like, oh! She stole the focus on this one. Josh Kaufman then sang Signed, Sealed, Delivered by Stevie Wonder, and his blind audition was so much more indicative of what he does, but this was a good showcase for him alone. You know, before he did it with Delvin, I like the scream as he started, yeah, yeah, baby, and then launching into the presenting of the song with soul and strength. We just did this on Saturday night, you know, and I was screaming my head off, right? I was getting a little tight in the throat just watching him near the end of the song though, because it seemed like he was really trying to get it out, you know. He soldiered through it, but that ending I wasn't too crazy about, you know. I would have gave it a hook on that one. It would have been too late, right? Tell me what you thought of it. Shakira said his voice has such charisma and is so dynamic, and thank God that Usher stole him. Adam said he sounded good. Blake said he sang and ad-libbed the heck out of that. Then Christina Grimmie and Adam Levine duetted on Somebody That I Used to Know by Gotye, and Adam started it out leaning into that hip, but I realized how much I like that sound in his chest voice. I mean, he's got such a high tone, but his chest voice is really solid and really nice. Christina sounded really sweet when she came in with her verse, and they had a nice blend when they sang together in the lower part, but it was a little jarring. Their harmonies in the higher parts were a little jarring. I wasn't really liking that. I liked Christina's ad-libs near the end though, very nice. Then for the next section we had the new song that they were going to sing. Jake Worthington did Right Here Waiting by Marx, and on stage with the string quartet and his initials on a gate with stars beside them, it was easy to believe that Jake is already a country superstar. He got a little lost in there in the middle, like the second verse, but didn't lose his intent or emotion and got back on pace before the refrain, and it surely seems like his voice is back to full strength as he nailed the bigger notes very well. Another really sweet, touching performance from him. Usher noticed he was in jail when he started and said it was a spotless performance. Shakira said he's making songs new by countrifying non-country songs. Adam said there's a new kind of sigh he's doing and pointed out his low note scoots, you know, like that baby locked him, yeah, and said his nuances are amazing. Adam Levine and Usher next performed How Does It Feel by D'Angelo. Oh my goodness! My heart was racing as soon as I heard the title that they were doing. This is such a sexy song, and I know some folks was ready to throw them bloomers at the screen on this one. This definitely is where Usher excels vocally, and all of them little sexually vocal innuendos, and Adam was no slouch on it either. This was really, though, an Usher vocal lead. You know, Adam was background on this. Usher was killing this all out in the audience, you know, touching the girls and them filling up his legs and stuff like that. He took over this performance. And to answer the question, it feels so good. Do you agree? And Maya Rudolph was in the audience to promote her variety show, which was coming on right after this. I watched the opening. It was very cute, her opening number. She didn't sing half bad either. And I saw the Frozen bitch. Y'all go ahead. Frozen 2. Alright, that was really nice. Jake Worthington and Blake Shelton duetted on Country Boy Can't Survive by Hank Williams Jr. And Blake carried most of the verse on this song, but Jake got the chance to shine on the big notes more. I'm always surprised when Jake pulls out the stronger, more in-your-face moments, because he seems so docile, and then he suddenly gets really fierce and stuff like that. I'm just like, oh, you better go, boy. He really did well on this. Christina Grimmie then did I Can't Help Falling in Love with You by Elvis. Didn't somebody else just do this song at a competition show? And she started this out a cappella, so clear and precise. But Gina Irene just did it on Idol, y'all. Who did it better? Tell me down in the comments who you thought did it better. I think Christina's approach to this song is perfect for a competition. She made great choices, executed them with precision, though I think it may have lacked just a little passion here and there. It was more of a presentation, and I think someone on Twitter said it was more of a Vegas style performance, but it's very great for competition. It showed off everything she has. Blake told her he admired her willingness to take chances. Usher called her an incredible vocalist and said her arrangement was great. Shakira called it flawless and said she was in complete awe. And for the final performance of the night, Josh Kaufman did Set Fire to the Rain by Adele. And this was a very interesting choice for Josh. And I was kind of on the edge of my seats waiting to see how it'd go. So in all white with a white microphone and candelabras and a huge string section, he finally got some really big production values. Great for him. And this sounded really good in his voice up until he got to the chorus. Okay, so here we go. At that point, I kind of felt like I was hearing mostly strain, but he brought it back down for the bridge, and I was really enjoying that. I mean, he really got some pipes, but I really wasn't feeling as he got to the ending. He seemed just to be pushing and straining so much getting in the rest of that. It just wasn't very pleasing, but he was working hard, and you know, I wasn't mad at him. He did a great job. He sang it well. I was just feeling a lot of strain, and at the end, again, he always has that I'm glad I got through it kind of thing, and I think maybe he just pushed it a little too much. Adam was still kicking himself about letting Josh go and told him he's super amazing. Then we went to his coach for the final comments. What did you guys think of the finale? Was it kind of anticlimactic to you? I mean, I thought everybody was good, but I was looking for some more, you know, some, I don't know. Let me know what you thought down in the comments. Tomorrow night is a 3-hour finale. The first hour, it looks to me like they just gonna be reprising what they did tonight, so I won't be watching that. I will be watching American Idol. I think I will be watching the last hour of the show to give you guys a reaction to who won, and I think that's just how it's gonna have to go, because I'm gonna have to watch the performances for Idol, and I already still ain't got no internet until Wednesday. They supposed to come and check it out, so I'm just ranting now. This is Robert Anton, robertantonnyc.com. I hope I can get this up for you tonight. If not, I will have it up tomorrow about noon, I suppose. I'm out. Peace.